All right, this is video number 4, and in this video, we're back in Sublime. I haven't not touched the project yet in Sublime. Notice we have our FTP connection is set up, and our Sublime project is also set up. So when we close it, it'll save our current state. Remember, in video 3, we went in and set up the file manager and created that folder called sample project. Because we did that, when we come over here and upload our folder, we're going to get success all the way down. If we did not do that correctly, we would not get this success all the way down because it would not know where that was. Now, if you remember right, we went into that and we went over and looked at the sample project, and I had deleted it out of the file manager. I would come back over here, and it gave me the 404 error. So now I'm going to hit enter, and it should give me a database connection failed. But that's a good thing. That means our files have been moved up. Okay, so now we're not getting a 404 error. Now it's just saying your connection has failed. So let's go ahead and get the database connection to work. So now we know that the files got moved up just fine. We saw the success. Let's go into the private folder and adjust our database config file. These are our constants, okay? And in this file where we're going to store all the information we need to connect into the database, okay? So if we go back to our the file that had our password, I'm gonna copy that password and put it right here where it says dbpass. I'm gonna make sure I leave the quotes where they go. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take the username. I'm gonna put it in where it says username, and the database happens to be the same. I like to keep them the same, so I'm just gonna call that also database. Now I'm gonna click save, and notice when I click save, because I had that auto load, that success automatically went. Okay. So I'm going to now go back over to my connection and see if it went. So I'm back over on my other page. I've typed in the URL, and it says I haven't hit enter yet, so I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And now I can at least see this. Okay, I'm not getting any query errors. I'm not getting any of that. What I am getting is no data. So don't. If you see this page, you know it's working. Okay, you know it's working because even though we don't have data, because in our database we don't have data. If I go back to the database, there is no data. If I do a select all from tax, no data shows up. Okay. In fact, let me just add. I'm gonna do an insert, and I'm just gonna add some data just so we can see. I'm gonna call this Brian. Total wages, I got a raise, so 40,000. Taxable income, let's just we're going to call that, I guess it's 40,000 minus 10,400, so it'd be 29,600. Withholdings 12,000, and I'm just going to put zeros all the way down. I'm going to click go. Now if I go to browse, we'll see that there is a row here, and if I go back to my sample application, hit enter, you'll notice that the row should show up here. And I haven't messed with any of the code. I just made sure that the database structure was right, that the connection was right, and then we should be getting, it should start working automatically here because of the code's already been written. So this was the step 4 video. In this video, we talked about how to make the database connection. And then we talked also about how to insert data into the database if you're going to do it by hand. And then we talked about whether or not the files uploaded correctly out to the web.